So the people at Sony Pictures, aka wow, I should have deleted a bunch more emails, specifically the team behind the Amazing Spider-Man series, apparently have been talking to Nintendo about producing a new Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah. Given what these people have already managed to do to Spider-Man, and given that I was there the last time somebody made a Mario movie, this idea pretty much horrified me. I mean, as both a gamer and a film critic, I've been imagining what a hypothetical Super Mario Bros. Feature project might look like for, well, a long time, let's put it that way. And there's not much I could imagine that would be a worse fit for that property than this producer at this studio at this moment in time. And yes, I mean, I'd fully expect them to make something actually less good than the original Super Mario Bros. Movie. And in case you forgot how that turned out,
I got a feeling we're not in Brooklyn no more.
Luigi! Daisy! You better not hurt us!
They're brothers. They're plumbers.
Oh no! Mario! Luigi!
They're on the trail
Daisy!
of a kidnapped princess and a mystical meteorite.
It's incredible!
That gives anyone who possesses it the power to rule the universe.
Get me the rock! Come and get it, lizard breath!
Now, they must rescue the princess.
Luigi!
Alien species escaping.
And make it safely back.
Later, alligator.
To our world.
Are you alright?
Before time runs out.
Save him! Look out, Mario!
Get him!
Yes! No, stop!
Gotcha.
Oh, no, not again!
Super Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
now, to be fair, most of that you can blame on it being the 90s. It was just not a great decade in many respects. Anyway, then I thought about how, given my job, I'd end up having to report on it, and having to follow its production, and eventually review the thing, and I was getting a little bit sick to my stomach, or maybe just irritated, until I got to the part where the big goal was apparently to turn the property into an animated franchise, at which point my reaction became more like, oh well, okay, some of Sony's cartoons have been good, I guess. Like, I wasn't totally against it anymore, but I hadn't crossed over into looking forward to it either. I just kind of slipped off into okay, whatever territory. And it wasn't the first time. It seems like every instance where it looked like a golden age video game franchise was going to get a movie, there's always a big chorus that jumps in and says, it should be animated, or more precisely, it should be anime. And I've never been able to get on board with that. Tell me tomorrow that Zelda is getting the big, full-scale Lord of the Rings treatment, you'll make my year. Tell me, hey, there's going to be a Zelda anime, I'll watch it when it gets translated, I guess. And what's strange is that I don't have anything against animation. I love animation. I've liked a lot of animated stuff based around games and comics and whatever else I'm into. I don't look down on animation. I don't consider it somehow lesser or unworthy. But when I think about something as big and meaningful as important in the popular culture as Super Mario Bros., I mean, let's face it, this is still the face of gaming as an institution worldwide. The Superman of the medium. Yeah, I think it deserves the pomp and circumstance and weight that comes with a major live-action feature film. Maybe that's just me. When it comes to games and comics, I don't think the reasoning is all that complicated. Making the movie of something, to my mind, should feel like a major evolution from what it was to what it's ascending to become. And since 99% of games or comics are already drawn and or animated to some degree in their original format, it feels like a lateral move more than a meaningful evolution. I mean, realistically, they'd probably end up doing the Mario movie in CG, and in which case, what's the difference between that and just an extended cutscene? And A, I've already seen Mario cutscenes, and B, they're not going to do anything as cool as Subspace Emissary anyway, so why bother? I've also never quite gotten why people think Mario or Zelda or Mega Man or so many other classic game series don't belong in live action. I mean, I can see it for some. I don't know how you'd do Kirby in live action, or Sonic, or, I don't know, Bubsy. And on the comic side, I'm glad they're not trying to do Peanuts with real kids. But most of the time, I just don't see what's the big barrier supposed to be. I mean, there's been 6 Lord of the Rings movies at this point, and 8 Harry Potters, but suddenly Zelda just couldn't possibly be put on screen. I've seen movies set in Oz, Middle-earth, Narnia, Wonderland, mythological Greece, Asgard, and wherever the hell Legend, Willow, Dark Crystal, Maleficent, and Conan the Barbarian took place, but the Mushroom Kingdom, that's beyond the pale. The #1 blockbuster on American movie screens this year starred a space raccoon, but 2 Italian guys in overalls that no one's gonna buy. I just don't see it. Seriously though, Hollywood, consider this me begging for a Christmas miracle. It's been 21 years since anyone last took a shot at this franchise. It's one of the biggest and most recognized multimedia entertainment properties on the planet. Hell, I'd damn near guarantee you that before their movies started coming out, Super Mario Bros. Was better known than any of the Avengers were, except maybe the Hulk since he had that TV show once. So, not Sony, but can someone make this happen? Please? I think we've waited long enough. I'm Bob, and that's the big picture.